So the chapel was like across this bridge over the river, and then there's this windy trail to like the chapel. It was really pretty. And it was a perfect day. I was like, everything's going perfectly according to plan. Except when we crossed the bridge, they had like blocked it off for only us. But some like, how would you describe the kids?
A group of delinquents.
That's for middle schoolers with potentially not the best parental supervision had like broken in from the woods.
It's funny, they have broken in. There's 3 walls that are missing. Somehow they broke in.
They came out of nowhere and they're like snooping through the pictures, and then they broke one of the candles. There was like this crash, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then we heard this voice, and at this point I didn't know who it was, but we hear this voice that yells like, hey, get out of there, scram! And they like scurry off. I'm like, okay. I'm freaking out, not only because like I was worried about that, because I did want everything to be perfect, but I was nervous. I was nervous to propose to you, and I really wanted it to be special.
Yeah.
And I really wanted you to feel secure and like that I was choosing you.
Yeah. That was really sweet.
Yeah. So we pulled up to the doors, and I said something like, hey, I hope this is as special as you deserve. And then opened the doors, and you knew it was a proposal.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell the people what you saw?
So the door.
Did I do good?
You did great. So the doors open, and
They were like these beautiful, like pointed arch Gothic doors. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm just really excited.
Not controlling. So the doors open, and I see this aisle of greenery laid out. There are different candles and glass vases sitting around, and then there are these 6 easels with the 90 photos that he was talking about prior in these easels, and it was the timeline of our relationship in order. And so we walked to each one and kind of looked at where we came from and where we had been, and the things that we had kind of gone through together, and it was really sweet to just see our relationship laid out like that. And then we got through probably like 4 or 5 of them, and then it got to a point where Charlie was like, and this right here is where I should have proposed to you in a perfect world.
Yeah, like this is when I knew that, like I knew it was you, I just wasn't ready, and you were, and I'm sorry.
So we just acknowledged that little moment. It was sweet that Charlie took the time to stop and acknowledge that that's, what I wanted at that point, and that he's giving it to me now. And so
it was totally worth the wait.
Yep.
Around that time frame was the picture of our rings that we got in Denmark.
Yeah.
And there's this beautiful story. So we were in Denmark last year. We were at this landmark called Grennen, and it's on the tip of like the country where these 2 seas meet each other and create this sandbar that stretches out that you can walk across. This used to be German bunkers during World War II. And way out there, I don't think you can see it, it goes and it ends in a little point. And that's where the Baltic and Adriatic seas meet. 2 oceans meet right here. Bam. It was really magical. Like there's something just like inspired. There's something magical about that place. It felt like very fairy tale. Mm-hmm. And so I made this comment while we're there. I was like, look, Ryan, it's like us, like these 2 seas, like coming from 2 places and like running into it, like meeting and making something beautiful. And Ryan was like, or they're creating this dangerous, horrible undercurrent. It's gonna suck us all under if we get too close. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so negative.
You can see how I felt about the relationship at that point.
But we went into town and we found this shop that was selling rings that were crafted after this place, like they're like waves that hit. So we bought rings, and I knew that Ryan needed to feel like secure in the relationship because he was afraid that I was just gonna dip out.
Which was a high possibility.
No, I always knew it was you. Timing was wrong, and I had a lot to work through. So I just asked our friends for some privacy, and we rode bikes to this like sunken old church and like sunk in the sand. It's like a landmark. So we just spent some time shopping in the town square. We got some rings that reminded us of that spot in the ocean where the currents converge, and now we're biking to the sand-covered church, or the buried church, or the sunken church. Signs have said all different names. Look how pretty it is here though. Hey Ryan.
Hello.
And we exchanged the rings, and I was like, I promise I'm never gonna love anyone except for you, and this is what I can give you now. And that was really special too. That was a really cute moment.
It was cute.
So we've been wearing those on our right fourth finger as promise rings, and so we got to that picture, and I was like, can I have your ring? And because I just wanted to use those same rings, but switch them to the left hand, and so we took off our rings. And then in the last photo, I was like, we've come all this way, and it's time to start a new chapter of life and move forward together. And then I took you into the circle, and I got down on one knee, and I asked you to marry me.
And I said no.
Yeah, right.
I said yes.
It was cute. What do you remember from that moment?
I remember feeling really surreal and just happy that we were finally there. Like, couldn't have been more pleased with the surroundings, and like, you really did do a really good job. Just like the perfect time of night, there's golden hour, like there's water falling behind us. I don't know, it was really, really beautiful. And so we got engaged.
Sometimes my whatever it is about me pays off.
Whatever it is about him.
And it was so cute because after I had proposed to you, you asked if you could propose to me and knelt down, and I thought it was really special that we both got both sides of that experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to have the experience too. And so I got down on one knee.
Maybe the answer is not the controlling one, but maybe the answer is you can make up your own story. You know, there's not set social expectations on our relationship as much. So we both get both sometimes, and that's really special. Well, when we were done, it was funny because I was like, I hired a photographer. I hope she's here. I don't see her anywhere. And then she's like, I'm over here. She's in a full camo suit, and she was hiding in the bushes to get the best photos of the actual proposal.
Which again, you know how I was talking about the bushes? Like, that is commitment, because there's poison oak, poison ivy, poison sumac.
She got
ticks.
poison ivy.
She did?
Yeah, like in the email when she sent the photos, she's like, this is worth the poison ivy. ... Not kidding. It's awful.
Oh my gosh.
Bless you.
You don't touch the plants there. You don't.
You can't. But it was so funny. It turns out she was the one who yelled at the rambunctious middle schoolers to leave from wherever she was in the bushes. And then we kind of like did some recreation shots, and we're having this photo shoot, and my family was all hiding. They'd set up, and they were all hiding with silly string, and then they ran in and shot us with silly string, and Ryan's parents were on FaceTime, and it was like this big, joyous, everyone was crying and hugging, and it was really cool.
It was really, really sweet just to be there with your family and looking out and realizing that they were going to be my family too, and like not feeling any hint of, oh, we're doing this out of obligation. They were doing it because they really love you, and they were telling me that I am like welcomed into the family.
Yeah, it was really special. I never thought I'd have that.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd have any of this.
Both our families are really amazing.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite moment, to watch you hug my mom and you both cried. And she was just like, oh no, now I'm getting teary. That's embarrassing, but it's just really special. I love you. I just never thought this could happen for me.
It is surreal.
And then we had dinner together, spent the whole night together, got stories about how apparently there was a big gust of wind, another tornado.
There's a tornado in the venue.
But that knocked down some of the eels and broke them, and like they wrangled them together with like black duct tape that someone had in their car just randomly.
Yeah.
And so it was just fun to all be together and finish out the night that way.
It was good. And there's other fun stuff that happened on the trip too. Like, we got to go to an amusement park. They call it Steal Your Dollar City, but it's actually called
very expensive.
Silver Dollar City.
I only went there on choir trips growing up. We had to sell candy bars in order to like earn the trip.
Yeah. His whole family, they get motion sick. Like, we went on a couple rides and they were down for the count. They were like knocked out.
I can do like 30 consecutive backflips, but I can't ride a roller coaster without getting dizzy.
And I love roller coasters, but I can't do a backflip.
No.
We did a couple other fun things. Oh, I pulled that prank on your mom.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot about that.
I'm sure she didn't. Yeah, so my mom's husband had restored this boat, and he asked me if I could like make a reel of it showing off it's like a muscle boat, he calls it.
He did a really good job.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's a beautiful boat.
So I took like all these images and put them to music, and he posted it on his Facebook and was so excited, and like his cousin commented and was like, nice boat. And he was like, wow, So I guess I kind of pranked first because I put the link up on my Instagram story and asked all my followers to go like and comment and like hype up the boat video. So all of a sudden he's getting thousands of like, it's just like going crazy and it's like going viral for him. He's like, oh my gosh, the people love my boat. But then a lot of the people who actually like did it were these like really nice middle-aged moms who follow me. They just have big hearts and they're like,
awesome.
oh, we'll
They're
hype
like,
up this guy's
like,
boat.
oh, this is cute. Let's go comment something nice.
And so my mom's like, who are all these ladies commenting on your boat?
Mom's getting jealous because Scott's getting traction on the video from other women.
Could you act a little less unhinged, please?
I'm gonna respond to that and say only when I'm driving.
So Ryan, take it away.
So I thought it would be funny to create a fake Facebook account and troll in the
He
comments.
catfished. He made a catfish profile.
Which this is dedication because I had to create another email and then I had to create the account. I had to put in the bio. I had to upload a photo for the
And then you
for
got
the
like
profile.
this stock photo of like a verging on inappropriate, but not quite inappropriate photo of this woman.
She was hot.
And he named her Jessica Holland. And then was like making these like entendres about the boat.
Yep.
And about how like she wants to go for a ride on the lake.
Oh, that's too far.
But what do you think you were saying?
I
do you
I
mean
have,
it's too
I have
far?
a video of your mom saying one of them.
Rev my engine, baby.
Is she the one that sent me a friend request too?
Did you make this person up? Charlie is probably gonna put all this on his Instagram. Did you make it up? Did you make it up, really? You guys did not.
Yeah, Ryan made a fake account. She loves it. Mom, are you okay? I don't know how you can like cross the line so often and get away with it. Like that's like one of Ryan's personality traits is that he crosses the line and somehow like it flies. Double entendres or last video you said you're not good at very many things. He's good at some things.
I'm really good at pranking.
He is good at pranking.
So I guess that wraps up our engagement / Missouri trip.
That's our surprise engagement story.
A huge surprise.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for caring. And yeah, we have, like we said last time, there's a lot of good things coming up. Planning a wedding together.
Do you want to see us fight?
No, Ryan, I'm gonna be so chill during the wedding planning. I don't have big expectations.
He's not going to want to control everything.
I don't have big expectations. It's gonna be really fun. You're gonna be so glad you chose me.
Oh my gosh.
And it's all gonna be right here, sharing on our YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly. If you want us to stick around, that's the way to do it. So
Yeah, we feel so awkward saying that, but it's true that's how it works. If the channel doesn't progress, then we'll know you're not interested and you don't care what we have to say, and we should just leave.
anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.